see you through, 'cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, don't know what to do. Nothing you confess could make me love you less. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hide? I get angry too. Well, I'm a lot like you. When you're standing at the crossroads, don't know which path to choose. Let me come along, 'cause even if you're wrong, I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. Oh, why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. And don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through, 'cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, don't know what to do. Nothing you confess could make me love you less. I'll stand by you.
In this video, I just want to talk about the nature of this loving light, and I just wanted to put some examples in. One example that I like to use is, well, two examples, actually three examples. The first example is love equals also courage. It takes a lot of courage to love in this society because there's so much separation. There's so much separation between people. There's so much anger and hatred. So it takes a lot of courage to bridge that gap, to really be non-judgmental and to be non-prejudiced and to be non-racist and to accept human beings as compassionately as possible, and to learn the truth and to have the knowledge and the omniscience to know. Well, the first example I wanted to talk about is the ducks. There's like this little lake that I live by, and well, in this little lake there's these ducks, and there's these mother ducks, and they lay their eggs, and they have these little baby ducks. So basically, when you get really close to them, the mother duck like starts to kind of hiss at you, protecting its little baby ducklings. That can be like a form of this love, this unconditional love, and because love protects. The second example I wanted to talk about were dolphins. Dolphins have the same behavior with their young. Also, like when childbirthing down in Australia, some women go down there and the dolphins use sonar to heal any bioharmonic or bioacoustic problems within the body and the baby, and they grow up to be a little bit more intelligent. The third example is a man that got killed, uh, and he died, and his story was basically that there was no time on the other side. There was timelessness, and he saw his mother crying on the. Since there's no time, he could see into the future, and he saw his mother crying over his death, and this suffering and pain he couldn't. It wasn't that this loving force. It doesn't have any judgment, or doesn't have the intellect or the type of thinking that us humans do. It's impossible to understand this loving force unless you've crossed over and kind of understand it from that point of view. But from that point of view, it doesn't care about anything. It only cares about the moment, and it cares about the suffering and pain in the moment. And so if one human being is in suffering and pain, and it can send over someone back to alleviate that pain and suffering, it will do that no matter what the cost. And this is quite amazing. This is quite amazing. And this is something that I've learned about the loving force, is that it is truly unconditional, and it will do everything in its power to do. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, if you think about it this way, like I guess if you had like $10 trillion, and you know, one person was suffering and pain, and it took $10 trillion to alleviate that suffering and pain. Of course, you know, in our human thinking, it doesn't seem very logical at all, because you know, you're giving up so much just to help one person alleviate their suffering and pain. But on the other side, it's the opposite. It's like whatever it takes and whatever is necessary. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the risks are or how dangerous it is to just send someone back. But you know, that's a very, very small and poignant point. Was this person saw his mother crying and suffering and pain, and he just came back for that one very reason, that very poignant point. And that touched my heart, because I came back. That was one of the reasons why I also came back. I came back for several reasons myself, but that was one of the reasons, for loved ones. We always come back for the loved ones. But and then I think there was another example I wanted to talk about, which is like I said, love takes courage, and in my life, it's still taking courage. There's a lot of fear in my life, and there's a lot of fear in everyone that I see, even in their eyes. And this is very dangerous. I think fear is very, very dangerous. And to walk through this fire is almost, you know, suicidal. You know, it's almost like the ending of your life. But it, you know, I think it's very important to have courage. You know, I think courage is a very important thing, and regardless of so anyways, that's what I want to talk about.